Now viewers, this Independence Day, the debate on UCC is back in focus after the Prime Minister's address to the nation from the ramparts of the Red Fort. While addressing the nation on Independence Day and laying down the vision ahead, the Prime Minister made a pitch for Uniform Civil Code. However, this time around, there was a change in the nomenclature. He said that the current civil code is communal in nature and advocated for a secular civil code, a secular alternative, saying that this secular civil code is going to be the need for the hour, as also envisioned by the makers of our Constitution. Watch the Prime Minister.
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, हमारे देश में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बार बार यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड को लेकर जो चर्चा की है, अनेक बार आदेश दिए हैं, क्योंकि देश का एक बहुत बड़ा वर्ग मानता है और उसमें सच्चाई भी है कि जिस सिविल कोड को हम लेकर के जी रहे हैं, वो सिविल कोड सचमुच में तो एक प्रकार का कम्युनल सिविल कोड है, भेदभाव करने वाला सिविल कोड है। ऐसे सिविल कोड से जब संविधान के 75 वर्ष मना रहे हैं और संविधान की भावना भी जो हमें कहती है करने के लिए, देश की सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी हमें कहती है करने के लिए, और तब जो संविधान निर्माताओं का सपना था, उस सपने को पूरा करना हम सबका दायित्व है। और मैं मानता हूं इस गंभीर विषय पर देश में चर्चा हो, व्यापक चर्चा हो, हर कोई अपने विचारों को लेकर के आए और उन कानूनों को, जो कानून धर्म के आधार पर देश को बांटते, जो उच्च नीच का कारण बन जाते हैं, ऐसे कानूनों को आधुनिक समाज में कोई स्थान नहीं हो सकता है। और इसलिए मैं तो कहूंगा, अब समय की मांग है कि देश में एक सेकुलर सिविल कोड हो। हमने कम्युनल सिविल कोड में 75 साल बिताए हैं, अब हमें सेक्युलर सिविल कोड की तरफ जाना होगा और तब जाकर के देश में धर्म के आधार पर जो भेदभाव हो रहे हैं, सामान्य नागरिक को जो दूरी महसूस होती है, उससे हमें मुक्ति मिलेगी।
Well, remember, the Uniform Civil Code has been in the agenda of the government for very long now. The law panel had asked for suggestions from the public and even received an overwhelming response in August last year. While some argue that it provides equal status to all the citizens and gender parity, some argue that implementation of the UCC would be impractical due to the diverse population in the country. While the Prime Minister called for reforms and said that wide-ranging discussions on it are the need of the hour, the opposition claimed that it was a bit to polarize. The opposition leaders claim that the Prime Minister's pitch will be halted by a strong opposition.
These are hot air balloons being floated to somehow distract people, to somehow polarize people.
Whatever Prime Minister spoke today at Red Fort was nothing but in order to explain their divisive, disastrous, sinister agenda.
सेकुलर नाम से चिढ़ने वाला राजनीतिक दल भाजपा है। समाजवाद के नाम से चिढ़ने वाला कोई दल अगर है तो भाजपा है।
एक तो सेकुलर सिविल कोड की बात वो लोग करते हैं जिन्होंने अपने 10 साल के कार्यकाल में सिवाय मुसलमानों को हिट करने की कुछ नहीं किया। शादी, तलाक और निकाह, इन 3 चीजों में संविधान ने मुझे इजाजत दी है कि मैं अपने लॉ के हिसाब से उस पर अमल कर सकता हूं। तो ये क्यों इस पर तुले हुए हैं कि भाई इन तीनों को खत्म करना चाहिए?
Well, let me go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, Charu Pragya, BJP spokesperson. Rohan Mitra is also joining us, a political analyst. I'm going to come to you, Charu Pragya, because we need to understand the nomenclature. What is the strategy of the BJP, the Prime Minister himself, in changing the nomenclature from the Uniform Civil Code, as it has always been called by the BJP, now calling it a secular civil code? Is it post-poll readjustment where your Hindutva agenda may be set aside?
Our government has always spoken about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and that cannot happen unless all religions in this country are treated equally, especially the women of all religions. They must be treated equally. And that is what secularism means. Secularism is not this form of pseudo-secularism that is being floated around by the opposition for their own political gains. Let's be honest. Why is it that the rights of a majority don't matter as much as the rights of the minority? Why is it that a woman born in a minority family will not have the same rights to the property of her ancestors or over her children as the woman born in a majority household? You cannot decide what law is going to be applicable to you by a mere coincidence of birth. If you're an Indian citizen, Indian law is going to be applicable, and the law of the land is above every other thing. Even Islamic nations don't really follow Sharia, and Sharia till now has been a stand of convenience. For criminal law, you don't want Sharia. For civil law, you want Sharia because it suits the men. I think the Prime Minister, by changing the nomenclature today, has put things in clear perspective. We are talking about equality for all. We are talking about a country where every single child is born with the same rights and the same opportunities, and only by a mere coincidence of birth, their rights are not going to be snatched away. I think he's done a wonderful thing by changing the nomenclature.
Rohan Mitra, is that right? The opposition in the garb of secularism is trying to deny Muslim women and their rights. Let's not forget the Muslim Personal Law Board also has provisions for things like child marriage, for different laws on alimony, and of course polygamy. Is that something that you, your parties, your alliance partners want to go ahead?
Good evening, Meghna. Meghna, can you please ask the BJP to check where there's their allies, you know, the JDS, the LJP, the TDP, where do they stand on this? Is there a
We'll get
draft?
to that. We'll get to that.
No, let me put my points. There is an Article 25 in the Constitution. Is there any draft of this bill which the Prime Minister suddenly mentions today in his speech today? Has there been any draft for me to discuss on what the Prime Minister means? Or see, I don't want to talk much about what his stand is from a public platform. He has to speak about these things in Parliament. We have a Parliament there which makes these laws. Has there been any draft on this for the last 10 years the BJP has been in power? Where is the draft of the Uniform Civil Code or this new secular civil code? What is the question you're asking me? I do not know. I'm not going to comment on what the Prime Minister is going to say.
Where does Congress stand when it comes to polygamy? Where does the Congress stand when it comes to child marriage? Can I have a limited answer to that?
No. So this cannot be a limited answer, Meghna. You know, when you're talking about constitutional changes. When you're talking about constitutional changes, you cannot ask me to give you a limited answer and then.
Okay, Rohan Mitra, if you want to quote the Constitution, allow me to quote the Supreme Court when it has also cited the very Constitution that you ironically is also citing. In 1985, Supreme Court on the Shah Bano order had said Article 44 has remained a dead letter. There is no evidence of any official activity of framing a common civil code. It will help national integration by removing disparate loyalties to laws. This is the Supreme Court, which have conflicting ideologies. A beginning has to be made if the Constitution has to have any meaning. Again, later in 1995, at the Sarla Mudgal case, you had the Supreme Court say, I'm going to quote the Supreme Court here again, successive governments till date have been wholly remiss in their duty of implementing the constitutional mandate under Article 44. Are you, Rohan Mitra, rejecting what the Supreme Court has said, rejecting what the Supreme Court has said, the Constitution and Article 44 has said? Straight question.
No. Meghna, yes, I'm going to give you a straight answer, Meghna. You're asking me very specific questions. All right, I'm going to give you a very straight answer here. There's an Article 25 also which allows people to, go ahead and practice their personal laws as well as their laws which are coming. So let's keep this focused, right? You know, when you say something like this, when the Prime Minister of India speaks at the, on the 15th of August, when he brings up such an important issue, let him bring the draft of this bill. We saw what happened with the Waqf Board bill. It has gone back now to the JPC. There is a JPC there. Let them discuss. You asking me specifics. If there are good things which are going to come out of this law, I'm sure the party is going to address it. But Congress said
Samvidhan Bachao, which is why I had asked you that specific question about the Constitution. But Charu Pragya, let me bring in the reservation that Rohan Mitra has, and there are several others. You've been talking about UCC. It's part of all your manifestos. How long before the Law Commission actually comes with anything concrete?
Meghna, let me assure you, everything that is a part of the manifesto is going to come to fruition sooner or later. Sometimes certain things take time, but irrespective of that, every single point in every single manifesto of Bharatiya Janata Party is going to see the light of the day and be implemented to make India better, stronger, and a more equal society, a more just society for everyone. Let me also remind everyone that when people used to talk about abrogation of Article 370 and say it's been a part of our manifesto since the inception of the party, we saw it happen. We saw it right before our eyes. We've seen normalcy return, and we are better for it today. The same thing
But
is
then
for
the
uniform
BJP,
civil
Charu
policy.
Pragya, was not at a 240. Today you have a Nitish Kumar, you have Himanta Biswa Sarma in Assam who is trying to dismantle all madrasas. You have a Nitish Kumar who is building 21 madrasas. Are your allies going to hold you back from some of the promises that you have made to the people?
Meghna, we will come to know all of that at a later time. But, this is like saying that because there is a risk of an accident on the road, let me not go out in a car at all. That cannot be how we approach something which is a part of our directive principles of state policy. The first Prime Minister of the country, Nehruji, also wanted UCC to be a part of the constitution. Is Rohan Mitra going to refute that also and say that Nehruji was also wrong about this? See, let's understand one thing very clearly. A child's life is impacted and not a man's life as much as a woman's life.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, since we are talking about alliances, Rohan Mitra, I'll give you a chance to counter that. But since we are talking about alliance partners of the BJP, this is what the JDU has to say. Listen in.
देश के आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज लाल किला के प्राचीर से यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड की बात कही है और इस संदर्भ में हमारे आदरणीय नेता श्री नीतीश कुमार जी ने पूर्व में ही लॉ कमीशन को पत्र के माध्यम से अपने मंतव्य को रखा है। देखिए, हमारे मुल्क में डाइवर्सिटी है, डिफरेंट रिलीजन के लोगों की अपने अपने बिलीफ है, तो ये तब ऐसे विविधताओं से भरे हुए मुल्क में ये बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है कि इसके जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनसे बात किया जाए, एक व्यापक विमर्श इस बात पे हो, और ताकि आवाम को ये न लगे कि किसी भी तरह का निर्णय उनके ऊपर थोपा गया है, बल्कि उनके आवाम के बीच में स्वीकार्यता के लिए एक व्यापक विमर्श जरूरी है, तभी ये निर्णय हो तो ज्यादा बेहतर होगा।
Well, Rohan Mitra, I think that answers your question.
No, that's what I'm saying. See, it's well and good to throw metaphors like, driving and on the road and, being afraid of accidents. But you know what? That's not the point here. I was very categorical when I mentioned in my answers to you. Let them bring the bill. Let them put it in the parliament. Let's have a debate on this. If there are good things to come out, as Charu is saying that Nehruji, now they remember
But
Nehruji.
that takes time. That takes time, Rohan Mitra. And I don't think anything should be done. Having said that, I personally would also say that if it is a longer process, then let that process conclude. We shouldn't get into a place where we can't revoke and recall. Let there be a process. Will you be part of the process is my question, Rohan Mitra, to reform, to ensure equality, the same equality you are citing. What about the equality for the Muslim women, for the children who can now be married off before they hit adulthood?
And the High Court agreed.
My answers, let me just finish, then you can ask Charu. My answers here have been very limited to the scope of this question you're asking me. Put that out. What is the bill? Like, they've been in power for 10 years. Charu was saying that they brought in 370. We are still seeing, one terrorist activity after the other in Kashmir. They brought it to parliament. We debated on it. We saw what the points which we did not agree to. Let them, like the same thing which is happening in the Waqf board. They brought the bill. Then it has now gone back to the JPC. They want to have it in their manifesto. Fair enough.
But will you back it in the parliament, Rohan Mitra?
No, we will
I agree that you say that it's taking
good.
time. We've asked that question. Second question is, will you back it when it does come? Let's say BJP brings it in.
We will back according to what the draft of the bill will be. We will have our own.
Will you back polygamy? Let's keep it simple. Will you back polygamy?
No. Why is anybody back? Is there a polygamy? Have you seen any Congress spokesperson or any Congress leader saying that polygamy is good? Have we said that?
So you are against polygamy. So you're saying the Congress is against polygamy?
Any rational person in 2020.
Some of the problems seem to be taken care of.
Polygamy.
Charu.
My point here is very simple, Meghna. the issues that Uniform Civil Code will do away with are good for society, good for the nation. A child getting married and a high court feeling helpless about it, that is something that needs to be done away with. A man allowed to have 4 wives, that is something that needs to be done away with. A child should inherit the property of their ancestors equally. And just because she's a girl, she gets no part in it, that needs to be done away
Rohan
with.
Mitra, do you agree with all the 3 points Charu has made? Limited questions again.
See, again, Meghna, you're focusing on very limited questions and answers which Charu is giving. I am telling you that Congress will. Anything which is good in 2024.
Is it inconvenient that I ask you pointed questions?
Let me answer this. The pointed question is that it's all good to say that these are pointed questions. Whenever the bill comes, if it's for the betterment of society, if it's betterment for women, the Congress will always be there. But you have to tell us what it is. They must get their own allies on board first before coming to the Congress.
That I agree. That is going to be one of the litmus tests for the BJP to bring its own alliance partners when it comes to the secular civil code that the Prime Minister today has spoken about. Well, thank you so much, Charu Pragya as well as Rohan Mitra for joining us. We'll have to wait and see what really comes out of the Law Commission and the ponderings, the discussions that's happening, and what really materializes on the floor of the Parliament before we have a more concrete idea. But for the time being, a short break. Don't go anywhere. We return in 2 minutes.